Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and let's talk about this episode of Arrow. So let's talk about it. So as you guys know, I've been really excited for this episode because it's a Thea-centric episode. Oliver and the gang, besides Felicity, it's Roy, Dick, and Oliver go to the island that Thea has been on in South America and try to bring Thea home. And they're also on a mission trying to get Shaw, who used to work for Argus, and Shaw backstabs Diggle. And you see that he's working for someone else and says you can't trust Argus. But yeah, most of the episode's about Oliver trying to get Thea back, and by the end does get Thea back. And we see the flashbacks of Thea, how she's become the person she was in the last episode. How has she become strong? And a little bit of a peek of the relationship she has with her father. Other stories, Felicity's working for Ray Palmer and having a really good job. She gets her own office, she gets her own assistant, and she's having a fun time. And of course, Ray still really likes Felicity, but we see that he might be hiding things. There's a picture with secret weapons. He kind of has a little smirk, says OMAC on the side, so is he involved with that? We don't know. I'm really excited to see, though. And we get to see Laurel. Laurel is very angry, as always. She's always angry. But they handle it in a really great way. She meets Ted Grant for the first time. If you guys don't know who Ted Grant is, he is Wildcat in the comics and the person who actually teaches Dinah how to fight. So, in this episode, Laurel, the only way to get her anger out is to become a vigilante in a way, but she's not really good at it. She could fight, but not really that well. So she has to get trained by somebody. She asks Oliver, can I be trained by you? And Oliver's like, no, that's not going to happen. And Laurel instead goes to Ted saying, I need help. And Ted's like, well, okay, let's start. And then the cliffhanger of the episode is that Nyssa comes asking where's Sarah. And we all know where Sarah is, but she doesn't. And I'll talk about the next episode a little bit because the promo looked really good. And I wanted to talk about that. But what did I think about this episode? I really enjoyed it. There's some really great moments for a lot of characters here. Let's talk about Thea first, because finally this is a Thea-centric episode. There is rarely Thea-centric episodes. I always have to leave Thea to the end and say, oh yeah, this happened to Thea. But this is actually a Thea-centric episode, and I loved it. I love what she has turned into. And there's some really great scenes with her father. I mean, her father hits her in the face and says, get up, makes her burn herself. And there's a really, really great fight scene that I had to see at least 3 times where she fights her father. And her father makes her win, but she goes up against her own father in this really awesome sword fight. But one of my favorite scenes, there's actually 2 scenes that I really loved. Mia Dearden reference. She changes her name to Mia when she's hiding, so we don't know if she or her last name was Dearden, but let's just say it was. But she did call herself Mia, which is just another reference to her being Mia Dearden, and just a translation of Mia Dearden in the Arrow universe. But my second favorite part was definitely when her hand was burned and she didn't react to it. And Oliver notices, and he talks to Roy about it. It says, something different with Thea, and Roy's like, besides her hair, I don't know. So to see that Oliver's noticing something is different with the not reacting to getting burned, so really excited to see where that goes. And Oliver trying to open up a little bit more to Thea, maybe not saying I'm the Arrow, but definitely opening up a tad bit. I also really like Laurel in this episode too. I mean, her, the acting's a little stiff at times, but other than that, I think she's really growing into her own character, and you see literally the first step of her becoming Black Canary, wearing Sarah's jacket and just at any means necessary, becoming a better fighter and becoming a vigilante. She doesn't really care who's saying no to her. And you see a lot of Dinah here, and I think the first time you really have seen a lot of Dinah. I don't think previous episodes you always saw Laurel, and you never really saw Dinah from the comics shine into the show. Finally, this is the episode you do see that. Her wanting justice, and a lot of lines she has here I can totally see in the comic book with Dinah Lance. So, really enjoyed Laurel here. I thought they handled her character very well, and it's going to be a really cool transition in Season 3 to see where Laurel goes. I'm very excited about that. Felicity was also really cool here. I enjoyed some of the banter with Felicity and Felicity and Ray. But I think one of my favorite parts is where Felicity gets a phone call and she's answering all these phone calls, and Ray's like, does this happen to you normally? She's like, actually, this is a light day. And one of my favorite lines is like, Laurel calls like, we're friends? Are we these type of friends now? And I'm really excited for the Laurel-Felicity relationship, hopefully to blossom and to become really good friends, just because the Oracle/Black Canary relationship. So hopefully we get to see that. But I really enjoyed that scene. Overall, I really liked the episode. The Argus stuff was that was okay. I'm still not a big fan of what they're doing with Argus. They try to make Amanda Waller this big threat, but I haven't really seen that yet in the show. I don't think she has that power that Amanda Waller has in different mediums, and obviously the comic books, and hopefully that does shine through season 3. Now, what I think is going to happen next episode, it seems like another kind of Thea-centric episode in a way, because Thea is coming back to Starling City, and one thing I really like is that we get to see that Nyssa is attacking Malcolm Merlyn, and it seems like Nyssa kidnaps Thea because she's upside down. I'm pretty sure that's Thea. Please go to the promo, pause it, tell me what you guys think. I think that's definitely Thea turned upside down. And there's some key notes here where Nyssa says, yes, my father's a demon, Ra's al Ghul. Your father's the devil. And Malcolm talks about killing your sister's father, so that's Oliver, so Oliver wants to kill Malcolm. So, in ways, maybe we'll get to see Thea in action in Starling City, which I'd be really excited for, because I really want to see Oliver, Thea, and Roy kind of go head-to-head in a way without them knowing that they're going head-to-head. And I think that's going to come soon, hopefully soon. And I really want to see what she does with what she's learned in Starling City. So, please tell me your theories in the comments below, but I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm really just hyped up for the next episode now, and I'll probably rewatch this one right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and their end situations. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. Don't forget to like the Facebook page for Like Father, Like Daughter, and also don't forget to back up the Kickstarter for Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later.